Awareness of sustainable tourism, a way of traveling while respecting its environment. Hello, my name is George Antoniadis, and I'm a lecturer and researcher at the CTL Europe College in Limassol, Cyprus. I teach modules related to marketing and management, which was also my field of studies at the University of Akron in the United States. My fieldwork experience includes positions such as merchandising officer, customer support and sales manager, and marketing manager. I am currently doing my PhD in consumer behavior concentrated on the leisure industry. So let's begin. Awareness of sustainable tourism, a way of traveling while respecting its environment, culture, and people. The objectives of this learning module is to understand the impact of tourism in the ecosystem, explain the importance of making travelers feel part of the local community, and explain the impact tourism activities have on existing and future generations. Now, a fact is that the Mediterranean Sea has one of the highest levels of plastic pollution in the world, and 80% of rubbish collected on Cyprus beaches is plastic waste. Now, for this reason, municipalities around coastal cities like Limassol, Paphos, Larnaca, and Aia Napa, and in collaboration with Medohemi Pharmaceutical Company, installed these metal fish constructions in busy beaches that you will see around Cyprus. Now, the recycled fish, as they call it, is basically a container for plastic items, mainly for water bottles. With the motto, eat this fish, as you see it here in the picture, and not the sea, this practice is aiming to protect the environment as well as to raise public awareness and participation in environmental friendly activities. Another project to reduce plastic waste is undertaken by Cyprus Sustainable Tourism Initiative and the TUI Care Foundation with support from the Travel Foundation. This initiative is focusing on bringing together tourists, tourism businesses, and residents to cut consumption of single-use plastic in coastal regions. This is done by providing training and advising hotel staff on how to use less plastic in an attempt to change practices in hotels and businesses in order to avoid single-use plastic. Also, the project wants to raise awareness of the problem with residents and tourists in order to gain support. Finally, encouraging local people to cut out single-use plastic. They are doing that through online events. Now, regarding the hotel staff, a training, a free toolkit manual is provided, which is also available on PowerPoint presentation. The manual offers, among others, advice for housekeeping, such as providing drinking water in alternative to plastic bottles. So for example, they can use glass bottles or have available filtered water dispensers within the establishments so that the bottles can be refilled instead of buying a new plastic one. For laundry and cleaning, suggestions like transferring laundry in canvas trolleys instead of plastic bags and the purchase of concentrated cleaning products to refill the empty cleaning containers are also mentioned. For other hotel divisions like food and beverage, it is proposing to avoid food items in single plastic packaging and provide reusable content, like, for example, metal and porcelain. One other practice that the manual suggests is for outdoor maintenance to collect garden waste in reusable bags instead of plastic and use rubbish bins that don't need plastic liners. Now, the project for informing the public, keep our sun and sea plastic free, is having available downloadable posters and info sheet that hotels or other partners can display on their establishments. You have a sample we see here in the picture. Digital downloadable animation can be also used in social media and TV screens. The material can be found in the link that I provide here in this slide. Now, a good opportunity to promote culture in Cyprus and attract local and international tourism in the same time are festivities. The wine festival in Limassol is one example. Considered as a variation of ancient festivities for honoring Dionysus, the god of wine, and Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love, is considered by tourists as a significant traditional and cultural event. Entering the municipality gardens where the event is taking place, a visitor will see the giant here statue of a village vine grower in traditional costumes for everybody to know how costumes were on past ages. So this has become the emblem of the wine festival. The festivities last about 10 days and are full of cultural events like theater performances of local plays, traditional song and dances, grape stomping done by visitors while dancing the Cypriot dances. Also, we have pottery for kids to learn about the art of pottery that used to be done in Cyprus years ago, and reading of Cypriot folklore tales. Now, all these activities make tourists live firsthand the culture of Cyprus and learn about it while they enjoy traditional food, delicacies, and while they are shopping other non-food Cypriot products. Now, Cataclysmos, or food festival, is the celebration of the Pentecost. It's another festival. It has a broader scale than the wine festival, since celebrations are not held only in Limassol, but also in other seafront areas. It is a great tourist attraction since it is held in the beginning of high tourist season, about mid of June, usually. And according to Cyprus Mail, in 2022, hotels in Famagusta area see 80% occupancy during the specific weekend of the event. Visitors can see a lot of cultural activities by organizations and volunteers. Well, these activities will include traditional dances from various dance schools that keep the local dance alive. Traditional music events and the famous for us locals, the Chaptista, which is basically a rhyme contest that live on from generation to generation, largely due to these activities. You have here the old generation, the new generation, that they keep the tradition going on. Also, the Chateau folklore theater, or Karagiotis as we call it, that managed to survive the competition from technology over the years, mainly, I believe, through these activities. Cataclysmos is also providing the opportunity to visitors to learn about traditional craftsmanship through different kiosks. We have chair makers, shoe makers, basket makers, shepherds, flute makers, silkworm cocoon creators, and pottery makers that can show the secrets of their craftsmanship and educate visitors on how these items are traditionally made. The significance of these events is that they make visitors curious about the culture. They want to try be locals for a while. They remind all generations the origins of culture and teaching the new generations about it. Traditional products, services do not disappear because they are, in quote, sold. So recipes and craftsmanships and arts are passed on to the next generation. Traditional dance schools keep local music and dance alive because they are promoted through these events. Well, Thank you for watching, and don't forget to complete the final test and post your comments on the forum.